Okay, this is usually a first grade weaving project, and then we have some fun with the weaving and change it into a house and add a background. So we'll see if we can at least start with the weaving today. So I have these two 9 by 12 pieces of paper, and we're gonna make a loom. So, oh, I'm gonna do it with this yellow one so you can see my writing easier maybe. Okay, so we're going to put it up like a tree and then pull towards your tummy, make the corners kiss. We gotta make sure the corners are lined up with each other. Not like that, not like this. Okay, oh, it's coming. Lined up and lined up. And hands in the middle, slide one, hand up, slide the other, hand up, slide apart. Okay, now this fantastic fold is where we're going to cut through to make some little lines that are tracked in between this end. So we're going to pretend like this is a very talkative piece of paper, but we want it to be quiet. So we're going to put the ruler on the mouth part so it can't say blah 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 anymore. Okay, so now we have the ruler right there. We're going to put our peace sign out and our thumb out, and then pretend we're playing piano. Spread it out nice and big, playing some notes far away from each other. And then your writing hand or drawing hand, you're going to slide nice and gently on the tip, like it's a ballerina up on its tippy toes, so gentle. Okay, whoop. It's a little more crooked than I'd like. Let me see if I can get that better. That's better. Okay. And then up here, see on both of these sides, it's going to be the same on both sides. This is where we want to stop cutting. So we're going to put stop and your name. And now, this is where you need to know some things about a ruler. If you start your ruler way out here, you can't measure 1 inch on the yellow paper. See how this part is not quite lined up? So you have to start it at the 0 line, which is the end of the ruler, and make a mark. 1, 2 inches, 3 inches. See this line next to the number? That's where we're going to make our notch. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we have to do the same thing at the bottom. So I can't line it up like this because the 1 is not where it's supposed to be. We have to make it start in here. Some kids like to number it even. 1, 2, 3, like that. 1, 2. Let me put my finger up there so you can see that it's lined up. See, the 0 line is lined up with the very front part. Okay. And 8. Now, I'm going to take my ruler, and I can't just line it up on 1 and then make a line, because that's going to be hooky crooky. Or if I line it up with number 1 and number 2, that's going to be like a slide, right? So I'm going to make it go straight down by lining up the top 1 inch and the bottom 1 inch. And slide. I got my piano fingers. Line it up on the top, line it up on the bottom. Piano fingers, and slide. These fingers are very strong. They're holding it very still, so it doesn't move, because you don't want to push on this and knock it out, right? So piano fingers and gentle slide. This is our strong hand, and this is our gentle hand, okay? The holder hand is going to put it into position, top and bottom lined up, and slide. Top and bottom lined up, and slide. Top and bottom lined up, and slide. And the top and the bottom lined up, slide. Top and bottom line up, and slide. So now we can see where we need to stop cutting And we're going to cut on the fold. If you did it wrong and you don't have a fold right here to cut on, then you're gonna have to flip it over and try again on this side. Okay, so I'm cutting on this bent part, the fold. Thumbs are on top, both of my thumbs. This thumb, right thumb, left thumb. Chop, chop, chop. Thumbs on top, chop, 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 and stop. See, this is my stop line. I don't want to go further, because if I go further, I'm going to just cut a whole strip of paper, and I'm just going to cut this off here. But now I have this little pocket. It's going to become my loom once I get many of those little pockets. Okay, on the fold, chop, 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 and stop. Thumbs in position. I'm keeping my elbows in so my arms don't get tired. Thumbs on top, chop, 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 and stop. Thumbs on top, chop, 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 and stop. Thumbs on top, chop, chop, chop. Thumbs on top, chop, chop, chop. Thumbs on top, chop, chop, chop. Thumbs on top, and stop. Thumbs on top, chop, chop, chop. Thumbs on top, and stop. Thumbs on top, chop, 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 and stop. Okay. See, look at all these little pockets so I can stick my hand in the pocket. All of these are called the warp of the loom. A loom is something you weave in. It holds all your weaving together. And I'm going to face this loom this way, and I will show the next part on the next video.